This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings. Online at madeformorerealty.com.
So on today's show, we have a special guest, and listed in her history, she's done many things, but one of them DJ and recovering real estate agent.
Yes.
So what do you mean by recovering? So by the way, it's Lyndsay Brown with 2 Men in a Truck.
Yay!
Thanks for being on the show, Lyndsay.
Round of applause.
Round of
myself
applause.
and no one else. It's okay.
It's okay. Party of one. What? So tell us what you mean by that. You told us you are a recovering real estate agent. What did you mean?
Oh, geez, Johnny, don't you know what I mean?
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So how long were you a real estate agent?
Yeah.
How long were you a real estate agent? Why did you get into real estate?
I was a realtor from 2016. I didn't do it terribly
For a few years then.
From 2016 to like 2020, the beginning of 2020 is when I went back into like the work, like the, not workforce, but like the, like, what do you call civilian
You went back
life?
you just, because you had, is that when you had your child, was 2016?
No, I had Aubrey in 2015. So I stayed at home with her for a little while, and then I wanted a job where I could make decent money, but have the flexibility to, take care of my daughter. And I was married at the time, so it just made sense. I got my real estate license. My dad was actually like, I really hope people discourage you from that. And it was just weird.
Discourage you from getting your real estate license?
I don't know why he...
was he local?
Yeah, he was local,
Okay.
but I don't know why he was discouraging me. I mean, it turned out to be a really good move for me at the time. But I went to, I got my real estate license. I went to Keller Williams. I capped my first year. I was within the top 20% of producing agents. I sold 11 houses my first year.
That's a great first year.
I know. I was so proud of myself.
You're like, this is easy.
I'm like, this is a piece of cake. Yeah. But then about a year and a half later, my then husband and I decided to separate. I became a single mom. I had primary custody of my daughter. And so going from having someone every weekend to watch her, having the freedom to do open houses, showings whenever I wanted, to having primary custody of a 3-year-old, beautiful, amazing human being. I didn't want to drag, and there's no judgment, do what you will with your kids, but I personally didn't want to drag her all over Sacramento for showings.
It's hard.
Took her to one open house. The first, 15 minutes in, she's like, are we going to go home soon? And I was just like, oh, okay, this is not going to work.
Yes, in the next 3 hours, we're going home.
Yeah, it was a 3-hour open house, actually, it was. But yeah, so I went back into marketing, and it was a good move for sure.
Awesome.
But yeah, I ended up coming back around, and now I'm a vendor in the real estate industry, and I'm so happy because I get to hang out with all my old people, and I'm on salary, so I don't have that, looming.
When's the
closing?
no,
I don't have an escrow.
When's
oh no,
the closing?
yeah. Like when is totally.
So now you're no longer obviously in real estate.
Yes, correct.
You are with 2 Men and a Truck.
Yes.
So how did you end up picking out of all the different vendors out there?
I want to be able to lean out. I can't.
Okay.
Is that?
I just want to be able to hear you. Sorry, I was adjusting her microphone so that people could hear her.
So out of all the different vendors
Ahem.
in the business, what drew you to two Men and a Truck?
Oh, it's a good question. A good thing about working in business development for 2 Men and a Truck is, am I close enough?
No, you're good.
Okay,
Go.
good.
Yeah.
No, I'm all paranoid, and I
know. You sound great. I just want to make sure the mic is picking you up.
God, Sacramento allergies strike again, I swear. The good thing about my position is real estate is my main focus, my main category, but I also do a lot of work with the senior living industry, with storage companies, with colleges that, there's a lot of opportunity for growth in my position.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of success with, getting relationships going again with realtors I used to work with and friends. So
I honestly don't have a good moving company. We're always
now you do, sir.
I know, but now I do. We're always on the hunt for somebody to help us fill that void.
Yeah, definitely.
So I can see how, with your background, you were a great find for 2 Men and a Truck.
Oh, thank you.
Right, just to get out there and spread the word.
Yeah, thank you.
So you joined 2 Men and a Truck, and then I like their story.
I know, I love it.
You mind just sharing a little bit how it started? Because I thought 2 Men and a Truck, it's just 2 dudes who drink beer and like pizza lift heavy things, but that's not.
I feel like they probably do that.
Okay.
But there definitely is more to the story. So when I first got hired, I thought 2 Men in a Truck was a local company because the branding is so
simple.
It's so simple. I don't know if I should have done that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Anyways.
So we're just lifting up a cup, and it shows that logo. It shows a little logo with the truck on it.
Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't have a professional graphic designer.
No, but who drew that? There's a great story.
Okay, so the company speaks to my heart as well because I'm also a single mom. The company was started by a single mom and her 2 sons, which a lot of people don't know about, which, like I said, I absolutely love. So she was trying to figure out a way to put her kids through college. And so they got this truck. They started just moving people. And sure enough, they got through college. They got so much business that when they were out of college, they were kind of like, well, why don't we actually try to make this a thing, you know? And so it grew and grew and grew. And now we're international and we have over 500 franchises in the United States alone. Wow. Every franchise is locally owned and operated, which is also great. But yeah, it's really inspiring being a single mom working for a company that was a huge company that was started by a single mom and her 2 sons. So
yep. And she's the one that drew the logo, right?
She drew the logo, yes. It's so funny also because we're based in Michigan. So all of these, like when I first started, it was like 2 weeks of training. Like I was sitting in front of the computer and I'm like, get me out. I want to get out so bad. I love being out and
meeting people.
Mingling, and doing stuff like this. But I was sitting there for 2 solid weeks with headphones on and they're like, oh yeah, here at 2 Men in a Truck. Like the accent is like etched in my brain and I don't want to be rude or anything, but it's funny. But I'm sure if like a California person was doing that, they'd be like, okay, dude, like what's, I got off.
But that was cool. So they actually flew out to Michigan where they were founded.
Oh no, I didn't get flown out. I was sitting in front of a computer.
Oh, it was
training.
Virtual.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
that would have been cool. I would have liked that. I've never been to Michigan. But.
Yeah, I have.
What's it like?
Cold.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like what is there like a nice time of year there? There's got to be like spring and fall maybe.
So when Valerie and I were traveling all 50 states, we thought like you think humidity, I think like Florida, I think like Louisiana. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize in the northern parts of the country, it gets humid.
Well, because of the Great Lakes there, probably.
But
right?
I had no idea. Like I thought it'd be nice, and so apparently everything east of the Rockies just.
You
gets
know what
humid.
else is surprisingly humid that I always forget about? When you're on a golf course and it's hot.
Yeah, golf courses.
Like when it's crazy hot here in Sacramento. Like I'm actually hosting a hole at the Women's Council of Realtors. Mm-hmm. The tournament coming up next month. It's at Teal Bend, but I'm already like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so humid. Sorry, again, I got off topic. I'll let you host. I keep like.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But so basically, 2 Men in a Truck, 500 franchise owners in the U.S. Mm-hmm. There's a franchise owner, obviously locally in Sacramento.
Yes, Mark.
Yes. And so I have so many questions about moving because I've only used a moving company once. And so I don't have a whole lot of experience with it. Like I said, we don't have any good vendors to help us with this. So
now you do 2 Men in a Truck.
Got to do 2 Men in a Truck. So what is it something people typically underestimate about moving day? Like when they hire you, like what would you tell them if they were looking to hire you guys?
The thing that I overhear, I don't work directly with clients very often. Mm-hmm. It's mostly referral sources, but I do overhear our move consultants working with them a lot. I do overhear people, they just underestimate how much stuff they have and also how long it's going to take. Or, sometimes people forget that their attic is full or stuff in the garage. I mean, our reps do their best to ask all of those questions, but sometimes people just don't.
They forget about that shed.
I'll only need a
10-foot
10-foot truck. It should be fine. We'll be able to cram it all in.
Well, luckily, all of our trucks are 25 feet. They're all the same size. But sometimes, we have had moves where we've had to send another truck out with more guys.
How many trucks do you guys have?
We have 13 25-foot trucks at our yard.
Wow.
Plus, I drive a little transit. So if you ever see a little transit driving around Sacramento, that's me. Okay. Give me a wave. And we also have like a cargo van for transporting more movers and stuff like that.
Okay, so you guys definitely have like a serious operation.
We've got a
going.
fleet, yes.
A fleet, there you go. But we were also describing too, like, because I'm like, how do the costs and everything work? It's hard. We can't really go over that on the air.
Yeah.
But you have this great software program that, like,
oh yeah,
as they're talking you through and asking, hey, how many couches, what size beds, how many beds, it actually, like, there's a visual image of the truck filling up.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. There's like a little truck, and as our CSRs, customer service reps, move consultants, they have like 15 different names. But as they're putting stuff into the computer, the truck fills up. It slowly fills up. So we'll get an idea of the percentage. And our guys are like professional Tetris guys. Like they're super trained on like packing, unpacking, all that stuff, but also how to most efficiently get everything into the truck so we don't actually, like need to send more trucks out.
Yeah.
They really do a good job with.
Like, saves on cost.
Yeah, and like we train them also on, what to put at the bottom, what to like. Yeah, it's our training system is very robust as far as packing and everything that goes into a move.
Yeah.
We've really perfected.
So if somebody's like looking to make a move, the best way to figure out pricing and kind of go about that is just to contact 2 Men and a Truck, and just make sure you know like what's in the attic, what's in the garage, what's in that shed in the backyard you haven't gone into in 5 years.
Yes.
Are you taking that with you?
Well, also a lot of times people forget just basic, patio furniture and stuff like that. So really visualize your entire, like I would say visualize just walking through your house, like the closets, attics, basements. I mean, I have a basement that's full of junk. I need to clean it out.
You need to call 2 Men and a Truck.
I do.
Get that stuff out.
No, I need to call in some serious help with my house, but we don't need to talk about my messy.
That's a different day. But just visualize everything and then making sure that when you're on the phone with them, that way you get an accurate quote. They know how many trucks and stuff to send out.
And I mean, it really is an estimate. It's not a guaranteed rate. So, but we also, another cool thing about us is we bill, if our guys have to go over, we don't bill another full hour. We bill in 15-minute increments.
Oh, that is really neat.
So that's nice. So, if they're over by 5 minutes, you're not going to get charged for another hour or half hour. It'll be 15 minutes. So
got it. When we come back, we're also going to talk about what's something that makes your company different and how they're trained, because they're not just they're not randomly just tossed into the field and told to pack up boxes.
Yeah, no.
Back after this.
Back after this.
All right, it's time for this week's listing of the week. Johnny, take it away, buddy.
Are you looking for space, comfort, and convenience? Well, check out 3862 Mission Avenue in Carmichael. This is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, corner lot home with two-car garages. That's a total of 4-car garage space, and it has RV access. And it has a private backyard with a pool and a waterfall and a spa-covered patio and gazebo. Come enjoy the ceiling fans in every room. It's just a layout made for living. If you love fresh fruit, you'll love this home because you will have apple, cherry, and pomegranate trees right in your yard. All in a quiet neighborhood close to parks, schools, shopping, and freeways. Don't miss out. Call me, Johnny Jennings, at madeformorerealty.com today.